The following podcast is intended for comedic purposes and is not meant to bully or harass our selected subjects. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. Any similarities between our stories and actual persons, living or dead, are purely coincidental.
Alright, and welcome to the next episode of Unofficial Biography, whatever the hell number this one ends up being.
A little bit more
75
there.
I could be more enthusiastic.
Episode number 75! Woo! Laugh track.
We're 2/3 of the way. No, 3/4 of the way to 100 episodes.
There we go.
Stay tuned next week.
We're practically there.
Stay tuned next week for our 100th episode.
Thanks to our 1 million followers.
Yay, we made it.
Congratulations, us. I'm Matt. I host. Yeah, sure. Felicia's next to me.
I'm kind of wrecked right now.
Amira's also here. She might be dying, though.
I'm sick, and I'm bringing you my masculine energy for the rest of the day, so that'll be great.
And PJ's here playing with his pussy.
Yeah. Yeah, me.
Careful, dude, that pussy bites.
Don't they all?
So this week...
This week in Unofficial Biographies, we're doing the Lithuanian basketball players. Now, as far as my understanding for the rules, they either are currently playing in Lithuania, are originally from Lithuania, they are currently playing basketball, or they have played basketball. They fit one of those four categories.
Yes. Yeah. So I think this week, we can obviously see if they can get it, but I think we should see what their basketball position is. Now, I personally don't know the names of any basketball positions.
I know literally nothing about basketball.
So we'll be getting nicely creative with that.
I know that there's balls and people,
deep.
And that's about it.
So I think,
Point
the
guard.
position. And maybe since other people don't know, we'll explain what each position entails.
Quarterback.
Right? And on that
Linebacker.
Umpire, right?
The goalie.
They need an umpire in basketball,
The
right?
pitcher.
A pitcher? Yeah, you always need a pitcher.
Not to be confused with a baseball pitcher, though. It's a pitcher of water.
His job with the team is to carry the water.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
That's what the movie Waterboy's about.
Oh, God. I
It
hate Adam
is.
Sandler. Let's never reference him again.
So much.
I hate him almost as much as I hate Kevin Bacon. Oh,
This is a studly man. He looks like he's like Andy Sandberg's fucking...
Lithuanian
Creepy
cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like, why did you pick Lithuania?
Because they're Lithuanian.
We're already off to a good start.
He looks tall.
He does look tall.
He looks like he's being held hostage in the photo.
It looks like he committed a crime and he's really proud of it.
His neck is wider than his head.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned what's going on with the neck there, but no muscle definition at all.
Photoshopped.
Why the mustache, though?
To let
keeps
the
his
women
lip
know
warm.
he's single.
Flavor saver.
Oh my God, I hate that. Yuck. Oh, does he have a name? Which is cool because I never met anyone who's Lithuanian, so I'm not sure what
Can I look up some Lithuanian
traditional
names?
Lithuanian name is. Is Sven right? Does he look like a Sven to anybody?
I think Sven is like a Swedish name, isn't it?
I don't know. It's Europe, and I think the names are all interchangeable over there. I'm not sure, but you can fact check that yourself. So
I don't know how to pronounce any of these.
Let me see. What you have to do is just do a running start at it. Mahias Nudgers, Dominikinias, oh Lucas, that's actually very easy to pronounce. Darius, Jokiras, nailed it, Jovirias, and Darius. So it's half and half for if it's easy to pronounce or not.
Is there a name generator? Can we just choose one at random?
I don't know why you guys didn't like Sven. Although to me that's a guy who skis a lot, and this guy does not look
Because
like a skier.
they're all gonna be Sven.
Sven also is always a blonde person.
It's true. Also, every time I pick a name that's really, really weird, it somehow relates back to my personal life. I don't know a Sven, but I feel like I will after this, so perhaps not.
Knowing your luck.
Anyway,
So
like Sven's
anyone
my
out there
husband.
named Sven. She's
I'm single.
and ready to mingle.
Well,
Ready
she's
to
not
break
opposed-
your heart.
She's not opposed to mingling, but she'd really rather not.
As long as you're okay going to her house and, watching Netflix.
Yeah, that's about
And
right.
no chill.
No chill. Also, don't touch me when we're watching Netflix. What position does this guy play in basketball?
I think he's a guard because he looks so tall.
What's a guard?
I don't know. He stops the ball from going in.
Puts
I
his
think
hands
he's a
up?
power bottom.
Oh. In life or in basketball?
So he
Is there a
encouraged.
difference?
So he
I don't know.
encourages
The halftime
stuff
power
going
bottom.
in.
He's supposed to, he's supposed to, like, not let things
Oh,
go in.
he's the condom.
The cock block.
Yeah.
He's the condom. He's the condom of the team.
He would-
Condoms
yeah.
can break. Human bones can break. I think that's correct.
Yeah, no, he's the condom of the team. He protects the hole from getting anything in it.
Maybe that's his name, but with an accent on it.
Holvis.
Wow.
Holvis?
I'm obsessed. I will definitely go with that.
Condom Holvis?
Condom Holvis. That sounds ambiguous Lithuanian. I like it. There's not even Lithuania listening. Your country's wild, though.
So
Mira would love to travel.
He does look like he's committed a crime. So if he did, what crime do we think he's committed?
Stole my heart.
And he's really proud of it.
A little bit.
Oh, God.
He kidnapped a bunch of little girls, and
Yeah.
I feel like a little bit he looks like he keeps people in his basement. But maybe that's the Criminal Minds.
In
that I
mother's
watch.
basement.
In mother's basement, or however they say mother in Lithuanian.
Malvaro.
Mother.
Maja, all those things.
Monjong.
Oh.
Covering a lot of bases with this guy. He's just the first one. He's
I know.
He's a pedophile, criminal rapist.
I didn't say he had to, he just keeps them there for safety.
Yeah, he's concerned about the youth.
Yeah.
And if they're out past 7 p.m., he just, like,
Kidnaps them.
takes them. And
Like, he
feeds
hasn't-
them very well.
Yeah, he hasn't killed any of them yet.
No.
He feels
doesn't touch
he's
them.
smiling because he feels like he's doing his
God's
country a service by protecting the children in his basement.
You know, this reminds me of, has anybody here seen Split?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
is that with Ed Norton?
No, it's
Oh.
with the one that's bald. That's the Patrick Stewart, but not Patrick Stewart. James McAvoy. I got
James
there eventually.
McAvoy.
Anyways, so essentially he's keeping girls kidnapped for reasons I can't remember because the movie was really traumatizing. But
To feed the beast.
you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna backtrack. It's nothing like Split because that was he was going to eat the girls. I don't know that this was going there. It's like maybe he's keeping them just for safekeeping, but no. James McAvoy fully ate 2 people.
So can
Well, he killed them. I don't know if he ate them.
He ate a little bit of one.
Maybe.
Condom Holvis get it?
What a good
He
name.
can if he shaves the mustache because look at those lips.
They're juicy.
They are.
His eyes look really
They're like
sad, though.
watermelons.
I'm really concerned about his eyes.
That's true. They do look like he's staring into your soul, but
He looks like he's having a psychotic break.
don't you just want him to unlock the beast in you with those eyes?
While
This
locking
is
you
gonna
into
kill
the
you.
basement.
That's somebody who might kill you a little bit,
A little bit, yeah.
but the danger is exciting. So
Exactly.
I'll say I could get you as a kid. PJ.
He smash.
Yeah, oh no, he can definitely smash.
Oh, he also looks tall. I'm gonna say he's like 6'7". Just
Oh, yeah.
modest guess.
Yeah, like,
short for a basketball
Short
player.
for Lithuania.
like I don't love myself. He can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun Lithuanian fact: nobody's under 6'4" in the entire country. So he's a little person. He's next.
Oof.
Aww.
That's
That is a Sven.
Oh, it happened.
He is a Sven. He looks kind of like Ronald Weasley, but blonde.
He reminds you of Justin Timberlake when he was going through the whole ramen noodle hair phase. I'm really into it. He
He's
looks
like-
so wholesome.
He's like a off cousin of like Ronald McDonald or something like that. Like
He looks really short, like 5'11".
yeah.
Short for Lithuanian standards.
I was gonna say, like, wow, just barely existed in height. With standards. No,
Like,
he
they don't
looks-
even have water fountains that low.
Yeah.
No, exactly. He looks so like adorable and like wholesome. I feel like he maybe reads the Bible or whatever they read in Lithuania.
Keebler elf.
It's a different country. I'm not going to pretend I know their customs.
We really should have done some research before doing this.
It's
one.
better with their research and going in really confident.
Exactly.
So Sven, does he have a last name? Because
They don't always need last names.
do they not?
No. Well,
Even if he had a last name, we can't pronounce it anyway.
That's true.
Exactly.
We'll put some letters at the bottom of the screen and you can pick how to pronounce that. What's it called? Basketball position does he play?
He plays
Shortstop.
the who what?
Shortstop.
And what, pray tell, does the shortstop do in basketball?
I don't know.
I don't.
Well,
Does he just like trip the other players trying to get the ball?
Because he's so short. He just like scoots in between their legs.
Maybe he's the mascot.
Oh, he's
That's also.
that's a possibility. But I was gonna say he's fucking Star Wars. He runs around them like the T-180s. Has no one ever seen Star Wars?
I've seen all the Star Wars, but I don't know what.
Remember when they're on the ice planet and there's a big 4-legged walker things and they spin around them with like the ties?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, he does that. That's his job. That's why he's the shortstop. He's short and he stops people.
He ties their shoelaces together super quickly. So that when they take the next step, they just topple over. Like
he's so wholesome, he can't do anything about that.
He is so wholesome.
He can't make skin contact with another person unless without paying for forgiveness.
I would say alternatively, he is sometimes playing the cherub. I don't know. He looks like a little adult cherub to me.
He's a fucking Keebler elf.
He's a who? What?
Is that a
Keebler
reference
elf.
to a nerd
What
thing?
is that?
It's like those little cartoon elf things on the biscuits and shit.
From what?
Oh,
Keebler. Keebler cookies. They're like
What are you saying?
Okay, you watch Stephen Colbert, right?
I just started.
You know, have you ever seen him do the impression of Jeff Sessions with the little cookie? The little
little
elf
cookie.
cookie?
What is a
Yeah.
Keebler bear?
Somebody Google it. Is anyone's Bob here, please?
Keebler elves.
Oh, it's a
Oh.
Keebler elf. That's what it is.
Oh, he does look like one of those things. What country is that
What
from?
is
Is it from
this?
Lithuania? He is what they based the design off of. It all makes sense. Comes
See, there's
his
Keebler
uncle.
elf.
They look so cute.
Eat it.
He's definitely a Keebler elf.
Aw, he's so cute.
So Ken's
Yeah,
Can
he's
Sven
so
get it?
cute.
No, that seems like a crime.
I
He
usually say no.
seems too pure.
No, I want to ruin the period.
he has to pray if he touches you.
Yeah, I can't fuck with that shit.
Whose fault is that? They have to pray though. I don't have to pray with them. Sure.
Do they have
I
to
don't
pray?
know. I
at
don't
the-
want to sully him.
Do they have to pray every time? Like if he touches you, then he has to pray right away, or can he like just like group them together and do like one big prayer at
Oh,
the
you
end?
go to church like, okay, that's 7 Hail Marys and this many whatever for touching
Just
a
like
woman.
John Donne. Like, I touched a woman 46 times.
Oh yeah, that just comes back in the next day.
Don
yeah.
John? Don John.
That's fun and time consuming for no reason. Yeah, Sven can get
He
it.
probably says like a very long uncle's prayer, like before touching you, because he's got to bless you first.
That would be nice.
Why is it called the uncle's prayer? That sounds so rapey.
I
Okay,
think you made that up.
No, you know, like at a family like dinner, and like the uncle says the prayer, and he's like just prays for 12 minutes.
In my family, it's the matriarchs who do it, and
Oh,
it's much
really?
worse. Yeah.
I've never had an uncle's prayer
It's
before.
because you're not black.
It's because you
That's
don't really
fair.
want in. Because it starts with just like, we'd like to bless the food, and then halfway in it's like, I remember when Cheryl got cancer. Jesus, thank you for blessing us. Like, are we going to eat the food, or are we just here to look at it and talk about other stuff that happened over the year?
And please, dear Jesus, Father God, bless like all of the hungry children all around the world who don't have any food as we get ready to eat the food that we have in front of
I
us.
throw half of it out because no one wants to take it home.
Is
In
black,
Jesus' name, amen.
is black food typically spicy?
Yeah. Well,
So
Sometimes.
define spicy. It's
It does.
seasoned.
It is seasoned.
is it hot?
No. Well,
Again, depends who you're asking. It's seasoned, and to some people that's hot.
Well, because
Yeah.
my question is because the long-winded uncle speeches are so long, do they put a lot of spice in the food so it still feels warm in your mouth when you're eating it?
No.
No.
It's hot, like burns your
especially-
mouth from heat and is spiced.
If it's rice and peas, like it was already cold because they cooked it first.
Yeah. Does anyone know what warm rice and peas taste like? Asking for friends.
It's always cold.
Asking for friends.
Okay.
And on that note,
On that note,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you know who he looks like? Have you guys seen the guy who plays In the Shape of Water
Mhm.
and whatever?
Yeah.
He's the creepiest tall guy, and all he does is a bunch of weird roles with Guillermo del Toro. He looks like that guy.
He kind of looks
Doug
like
Stevens?
he
I
looks
don't
like
know.
Doug Stamper from that show with Kevin Spacey.
Oh, I'm definitely not gonna know this
House of Cards.
one. Oh,
And he like commits a bunch of crimes on behalf of the president, and is just like super creepy and like follows this girl around.
I know exactly which one you're talking
Right,
about.
Doug? He looks like Doug. He killed a man. He killed several men.
I think this guy's name's
He
Doug
looks
by
like a
default.
dog.
Oh, he
Yeah,
is.
because
a
he
Douglas?
rises all. Of course, because the traditional Lithuanian name. How could I forget? Douglas.
This is Douglas. He
Douglas
goes by Doug
Stevenson?
for short.
He looks like really freakishly tall.
He looks maybe like... Well, yeah, look at that. I mean, like, I know it's, like...
That building is to scale. That's
He's
how
12
tall he
feet
is.
tall.
That building is to scale.
So he plays... What?
He plays reach around.
Yeah. He's too tall. It's like it wouldn't work. He's just grabbing people's faces.
It's his favorite
That's the
game.
point. You block the view.
That's a good... Lithuanian basketball has really helpful...
Oh no, we
positions.
weren't talking about basketball.
Ooh.
I also want to say that he does kind of also remind me of, like, literally all of the guys from Trainspotting. So I feel like...
jacket.
Well,
I
the leather jacket, the mock neck, the shaved head, like, he looks like Ewan McGregor in in both Trainspotting movies. So I'm going to say maybe he has a drug problem?
Oh, most definitely.
Well, yeah, no.
He's got
But, like, not like a
He's
fun...
an athlete, of course he does.
Not like a fun, useful one.
No, like a heroin, a full-on heroin addiction.
Yeah, like...
That's what heroin looks
Is
like.
it raining or is his skin melting?
A little bit of both.
He's sweating and it's going out into the environment. It's projectile sweat. Which it could be. You don't know. We don't know what happens
He
in
just played
Lithuania.
reach around.
Gravity is different in Lithuania.
He's
Fun
also
Lithuanian fact.
he's also known as the Rain Man because he makes it rain with his skin.
That's funny.
And because he's also 12 feet tall, so when he's standing over you and he's sweating, he's just like...
That's true. It's rain and the whole country cries. They offer their firstborn children as sacrifice.
Is he like, when they like play sad movies for him, and then they come up to him underneath him with bowls like in Mad Max Fury Road, just like waiting for the water.
Rain!
Bless
And
my
then he just
child
kind of
with
flaps
thine
his arms a
sweat.
bit. He runs around and then just sprays everybody. That sounds nice.
Like, you need it for the crops, though.
So this episode is sponsored by Water for Lithuania, so that they don't have to do this anymore.
Hashtag water, the number 4, Lithuania.
That is the way it goes.
If you text this number right now, 5 cents will go towards...
They need so much more than 5 cents. They're fully drinking a man's sweat.
Which must suck too, because it's also really salty.
Yeah.
He looks like he smells
It's
bad.
dehydrating.
It's salty and full of heroin.
Oh, all of Lithuania has a heroin addiction, I guess, by default. That's sad.
So I guess we're assuming that he's also still in Lithuania, because all the other ones we haven't decided if they aren't in Lithuania anymore.
Well, it depends. Does it rain a lot in Lithuania, or are they in a drought right now? Because
It
when
only rains in Lithuania.
Nothing better to do.
It rains 365 days a year.
doesn't he ever take a vacation though? Is there like 2 weeks worth of like no rain?
They just keep him.
I
They
guess
just keep
that
him
would be
constantly sad by showing him videos of like those sad animal videos and giving him Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, that is sad. Also, could we have some Ben and Jerry's right now? Asking for a friend. I would just want some of that.
So wait, can Douglas get it?
No, his
Not
top lip
willingly.
is too thin.
Yeah. He's really tall, and like, I know I like tall men, but that's terrifying to a whole new end.
He-
Also bald.
He can hold you with like one hand.
He does come
The palm
pre-lubed
of your
though.
hand.
Prelubed is
No.
nice, but whole body prelubed is confusing and terrifying.
You gotta hug him and you just like slide
Slide.
down.
That's exactly what he wants. Yes.
He stains everyone else's clothes when you touch him. You're just like,
That jacket was originally white. It's just lube staining it up. Yay! Horrible mental image. Oh, he's handsome.
He
Good
is.
on me.
This
Um,
one
But he's
could
also
be
a serial killer because
His
his
name's
eyes are a bit
Daddy.
off.
His name's Daddy.
I don't hate it.
Dadvis.
Dadvis.
Of course.
Hello.
Or like Dadrius.
Yeah. That's kind of a name.
No, his name is Zaddy.
Oh, yeah.
His
Zaddy.
name is
Crazy
Zaddy.
handsome.
He is.
But his eyes aren't exactly centered, and it's a
They're not.
Like, he has a
They're
little bit of
slightly
a,
up.
He's-
I'm going to rape you and keep you in my house
Yeah,
look to him.
with one
So
eye.
he's
and
But
the other
I'm not
friends.
horribly mad about it.
See, I
Yeah.
think.
He's looking at Matt, but he's also looking at PJ.
I know.
Well, I feel like
And
the
they're on
other thing
like
too
opposite
is
sides of the couch for reference.
yes. I feel like when he's talking to you, he's also looking at the door to
Yeah.
make sure that you're not going to be able to escape.
Mm.
Or he's like, I'm watching you talk to me, but I'm also seeing where I'm going to put your body when I'm done with you.
A little bit, but you know.
That's like multitasking. That's a really
let
good
him have
skill.
at that body, you know?
He's a really good listener because look at those ears.
Wow, his ears are 90% of his face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty good at math.
I'm practically an accountant.
What's his position?
Top.
Top.
You're
That's
not
the
wrong.
position they elected him into.
Mhm.
That would be fair.
What does he do in basketball if he's top?
He stands on top of the net.
My name's basketball, and he does me.
He's really good at getting it in. That's what it
That's
comes
it.
down to.
Mhm.
So top would stand on top of the nets, and then people throw the ball to them, and they dunk it from the top position. Of course.
Of course, that makes the most sense.
Of course, Lithuanian basketball. Everyone should Google it so that you're familiar with the positions.
He also doesn't actually have eyelids. He has the
Oh, yeah.
He has what is it? The fish eyelids, the clear ones that go side to side.
That's
Oh, weird.
terrifying, but I can see that because there's no real crease going
Like he's
on there.
like he's never blinked before, and it's just always unnerving because he'll hear the. I
And
love it.
And that's why he hangs out with Doug, because Doug just sweats into his eyes, and then he's
Oh.
like,
They're teammates.
yeah, see?
moisture. He may or may not be a descendant of a fish person.
Ooh. Well, so was Doug, so maybe they're brothers.
Maybe they're they could be brothers or
That-
cousins at least.
It comes full Lithuanian circle.
Is their dad Wang Chun?
That would make
Langavus
sense. No, this guy's crazy handsome. How tall is he?
6'6",
I
like a
actually
normal
think
height.
he's probably not super
I was
tall.
gonna
I
say
think
like
he's like
5'4".
more like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, but
Well,
remember,
not that
but
short.
Doug's his brother and Doug's 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but have
Yeah,
you ever
well,
seen...
they clearly have a fucking strong family resemblance
That's
there.
true. Also,
Like-
have you guys seen that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito where they're brothers?
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are like twins or something.
Twins,
Yeah.
where one was a little bit taller than the other one. And I really feel like maybe we've got a twin situation going on here. Maybe we have that going on. Because he looks really short to me in comparison to everybody else so far.
That's true.
Like, that is definitely a
He
5'7"
kind of
man.
looks like a pencil, though.
is it also weird that where the shoulder comes out on the right hand side, see how there's the white part where right there? Come on. That spot. Shouldn't his shoulder be there? Shouldn't you
It is,
see
he's wearing
shoulder?
white.
No.
Also, we haven't talked about the fact that his jawline
It's a really good jawline.
matches perfectly to his neck.
It
Yeah, it's
does.
a little bit frightening.
He looks
But,
like a
like-
pencil.
Yeah, it's,
The hair
I'm
is
not
the
mad about
eraser.
it.
the arms thing though, maybe he doesn't have any arms and he's just like a torso.
Maybe he only has one arm.
That's why
Like
he
that
looks
show
like...
Oblong.
Oh, that would make sense.
Then how does he dunk the ball?
He plays top. He plays top. He only needs one hand to just kind of slap it in. He's the first one-armed person to ever play top in all of
He
Lithuania.
has really long hanging balls and just slaps them with his balls.
That
He
can
can
work. All balls and
dislocate-
torso.
He can dislocate his jaw enough to catch the ball,
And throw it in.
dunk it in.
Great pride of Lithuania. The pride of Lithuania. They call
So
it.
Zaddy the snake?
Oh, I like that
A little
because it's
bit.
creepy and awful.
Can Zaddy get it?
He would have until I realized he had no arms or legs.
And he's a snake person who is descendant of a fish person.
Yeah, maybe
mean-
not. I mean, very tempting. Very
Super
tempting. But no.
You're right. Until we removed his arms, I was in.
Yeah.
Now I'm
PJ?
a little confused.
Oh, I'm not afraid of snakes. We're good.
Oh, I'm very afraid. of
You want
snakes.
some
I
Zani?
want some Zana.
I don't know. You only live once.
What's
Oh.
go. Yeah, I found some
Oh,
diversity.
Okay.
He's not old
You're
enough.
welcome. This is actually somebody who plays in Lithuania
He's
right
so
now.
look at his hair.
Looks like
It's the wrong color. That's the wrong shade of blonde. I don't like that I can see his roots.
Yeah.
his hair kind of looks like.
He's doing what Odell Beckham Jr. is trying to do. All the young black kids are trying to do that. It just doesn't work
It
on anyone
don't-
but Odell Beckham Jr.
No.
Point of reference, that guy's my bae. Okay.
He looks like he's 12 because
I
he's
know.
still got some braces in there.
But he fully actually plays in Lithuania right now.
I can't tell if those eyebrows are cut that way or if that's hair in front of his eyebrows.
Oh no, they're cut that way. Like
Oh,
people used to do for gangs in the
Lord.
90s, but this kid fully was born after the 90s.
No. He looks like he's the shortest in his family for 12, which is a very small 6'3".
It looks like he breathes through his mouth a lot.
He
People with
does.
braces and mouths that are shaped like that always breathe through their mouth a lot.
The
instead of
braces
a lot.
aren't working.
No, yeah, like that. And they smell. It was
Yeah.
really bad. He looks like he's smelly.
Has a gentle
Yeah.
Exactly.
hi.
Yeah, like, what in the fuck? But
He
some
looks
girl
12.
was into him.
Like that
Yeah.
awkward 12
Yeah.
where you've hit puberty before everyone else, but you're still awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, it's much worse because you're towering down on everybody and your bonus hitting everyone in the eyes.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
that's
can't control it, guys. I'm a man now.
what position would they let a 12-year-old play in fully adult basketball?
He would be the tripod.
Oh my god. I need some explanation on that.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really
I'm
know.
thinking dick.
That's yep.
That's a really good talent to bring.
Yeah. He just swats people around with his dick.
That's fair. Seeing as it's very, basketball's a little bit homophobic, I could see how that would terrify other men to play. So, that's cool.
Does he also sometimes use his tripod as a way to like support the top in order to be able to dunk?
That would work.
So he he slaps him out of the way and then he gets to a position, then he readies himself and then the other one comes on top of him and then dunks.
So he doesn't like dunk or like shoot or pass with his hands.
Oh no!
He like
he shoots, he just prematurely.
He uses the tripod to rotate from hands to feet and then shoots or passes the ball.
Like a catapult?
Kind of.
Like a catapult,
With
and
his
that's
That's a good position, and I'm very into
Yeah.
it.
also because
It's
of how
a
tall
pivoting
they all
point.
are the basketball nets like 40 feet high.
Which is why he needs the momentum of the pivot.
I love that his dick is like the ground for his pivot point, which is his crotch.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. That's
He's
cool.
equally
Here's what you
like got as much leg as he's got torso, so it's his center of gravity is just right there. Just whoop.
So that's why a 12-year-old did it, because they need a specific type of body to be able to fill this position.
That
Exactly,
makes
but once he
sense.
turns 13, it's game over for him. He'll have to like take up golf or some shit.
Where he uses his
Golf.
dick as his putter.
Exactly.
True, but Lithuanian golf is to the death each round, so we're probably not proceeding by this guy.
To the
Which-
death
to
each
the death. Of
round.
course, if you weren't familiar with Lithuanian golf, it's very deadly if you're trying to outlaw it in other states. It's not working. Did we give the tripod a name? Because I will
think
not
his
call
name
him
is-
that again.
I feel like
Junior?
his name is Darius.
I could see that.
But does he go by Little D?
He goes
by Big D.
By Big D?
Yeah.
Come on.
That makes the most sense.
He goes by Big D.
That's fair.
So can Big D get it?
No.
Well,
He's
No, I don't fuck
too
children,
young.
and nor should you.
he's pretty young.
He's
But
pretty
I'm pretty
young.
sure in real life he's definitely age appropriate, but he still looks like he breathes through his mouth, so I'll still say no. I have some standards.
Well, we're glad to see one today.
This is Doug's brother.
Oh, yikes,
Oh.
yikes, yikes.
Doug's
Michael
other
Jordan
brother?
has like a huge photo of him doing something like this, but his arms are more outstretched. This is a much worse version of that.
Oh my god, he looks like he's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Right? I'm a little scared, and not in a good way.
Look at. It kind of looks like his hand is a foot.
It does look like it's... Oh, maybe he's one of those, like, what do they call them? The
Mutants.
symbiont or something, where he's got, like, hands and feet that are both,
That are like very hand-like.
I feel
Yes.
like that's how we should have been made, because it seems like it would be more
Useful?
practical. Yeah.
I would love to like be able to feed strawberries in my mouth with my foot. That is something that I wish I could do, and I can't
Well,
do
you
it.
can
Thanks.
with some
so
practice.
mad you picked that first.
What?
That if you had hands for feet, that's the first thing you'd want to do.
Yes, pick up some fucking strawberries and put it in my mouth. That sounds legitimate.
The only thing I'd have to say about that is how much
Dunk
more
it.
time would you have to spend washing your hands? Because you now have 4 of them to wash.
Well, I can
You
wash
wash
them both
them
at the
the
same
same.
time.
You just don't eat with your feet. Like how or they walk on all 4s. I don't know. But monkeys can walk on all 2s, so I don't know. All 2s, is that how you'd say that?
All 2s?
We'll come back to that. Somebody fact check me on that.
So, what is
Guy.
this guy?
Does he have...
What is his name? What position does he play?
Those basketballs must be enormous.
I feel like his name like Vladimir or something terrifying like that.
He is Vlad. He is Vlad.
I like the name Vlad so much, but on him it terrifies me.
He looks menacing. He
He-
takes his basketball very seriously.
He also has that, like, the rock eyebrow that
Yeah.
goes up.
But it's not sexy on him, it's just murderous.
He is the goalie.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm saying that because of how protective he is.
On the ball.
Of his
Yeah.
hole.
Of the
Counter
ball.
opinion.
I feel
Perhaps
like
he's
when he's
in
at a
love with it.
club, he's that guy who doesn't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
And it's like, you know, you're like, I'm kind of scared of this guy, but he's just like constantly like,
Oh,
girl.
what is it? He's a King Kong. He just like walks in, says like you, and then picks you up and then carries you off.
I'm sorry, is that a term that's really used, or did you make that up right now? Because it seems right, but it's awful.
I don't know. Fact check it.
Here's the thing,
I
though.
tell your mother. Don't Google it.
He looks very menacing, but
Yeah.
he probably like crochets in his spare time.
Mm.
Also, does his arms seem really short for how tall he seems like he should be?
Yes.
Like, I feel like his arms should look longer. It reminds me of in Scary Movie where the guy has one good hand and one, like, really little hand. It looks like that's his little arm.
And his other arm is just like fucking enormous
It goes
and
to his
jacked.
foot.
Is that a flower or is that like
It's
a
rose,
zombie?
That's a flower, I think.
Look at the
Looks like
teeth.
a
It's
nice
got
little
teeth
rose
and
in it.
eyes.
Which is
Like,
nice.
like
Yeah,
right
that-
there.
Probably a
Those are
religious
the eyes, and then that's like the
Isn't that
mouth.
terrifying?
Like right there's the mouth.
No, like right there. It looks kind of like a chimpanzee, or like one of the ones with the fluffy faces.
Maybe
What?
maybe that's what he got it because he is the King Kong.
That's his basketball name.
Vlad the
Oh.
King. Vlad King Kong.
Like King Kong.
Last name. You need a last name for something like that.
First name Vlad,
Roethlisberger.
middle name King, last name Kong.
Ooh, his name is Vlad Kong.
Yeah.
Vlad
Oh.
the King Kong.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good. That's good. You
Right,
guys should
that's
name
like
children
his mouth
professionally.
right here, and then like that's an eye, and that's an
Or
eye,
crazy. That's definitely a rose.
and that's like
Oh, I see the monk. I see what she's talking about.
Right?
It's
Don't.
totally
What
a
the
rose.
fuck are you guys doing? It just looks like a really weird, like, maybe turtle or something to me. I don't
Could be that
know.
too. No, it's a basic bitch like religious tattoo. Like there's a rosary wrapping around it. There's probably Jesus somewhere in there.
I want to
praying
talk to
hands
his
and dog.
tattoo artist because
Yeah.
I mean-
is a disgrace.
Yeah, with a name like Vlad, they're always like crazy religious and wear like a cross around their neck. But also
Well, that's the
are
thing. They're
part
not
of-
even religious. They're just like they can't think of anything else. So they're like, "Oh, religion, that's cool. Let's fucking get that." And he's like, "No, it's not." It's a
Maybe
stop."
that way God will forgive them for all the horrible things they do.
Yeah.
She's definitely part of the version of the Lithuanian mafia.
Mhm.
Like
Well-
the Japanese have the Yakuza, they have the whatever.
We should name that.
I know.
What do we call them? What's a good name for a mob?
Daleks.
And
The Daleks. I don't even watch Doctor Who, but I'm assuming that's the exterminate.
yeah,
Okay.
I've seen one episode and it's like 4 years ago and I'm still scarred that that's the villain in Doctor Who, so.
That's one of the
it
villains
looks
in Doctor Who.
like a trash can with a
It's a
fucking
machine
plunger.
that can't do anything. I'm not having this, but
It is
perhaps.
plenty. It screams exterminate.
That's also pretty scary, but you know, I'm gonna say no. How tall is he? Because we gave him a position already, right? Did we not?
Yeah, he's the
They're so
goalie.
big.
Right. So
So what he uses for swatting away.
yeah, and he's
Swatting
got
away
that
balls.
one long arm that's really freaky, so that'll work really well.
He can catch the basketball with one hand.
Just like
I've
palm
never
it.
seen
Just,
someone
Yeah.
do that. Because really, my ovaries explode when I see someone do that. It's like really weird.
Are you that meme? The like, oh my god, where'd all my clothes go?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm like, what in the fuck are you doing with your hands that you can catch a basketball like that? It's scary. But I'm into it.
How he can do it.
I want to say he's 6'11".
6'11".
Yeah.
Hey, he's a reasonable height.
Pretty
That sounds
average.
about
I think
right.
more like 6'2". Like I think he's tall, but he's just not like I don't think he's super tall.
Okay, but that's really short by Lithuanian standards.
Yeah, you have to remember he's a
Like in
Like-
in the rest of the world, 6'2" is like 5'9".
But like he's really
Sure.
angry, so like short people tend to be more angry.
But look at his hand.
I feel
His foot, you mean?
Yeah. His foot. Look at his foot. It's gigantic.
I really
You
feel
know, when I
personally
say
attacked
about
by that
big
last
feet.
comment, and
What?
I'm not going to pretend I don't. I feel personally attacked by the last comment, and I'm not going to let that go.
What
About
comment?
short
Short
people
people
being
being
angry.
Who the fuck is angry?
Yeah, totally not proving the point,
Not
Amira.
angry at all. Anyways.
So can Vlad the King Kong get it?
No.
Maybe. I would say a strong consideration.
I feel like the real question isn't can he get it, is will he get it when he wants it because he takes it from you?
I feel like I would give him a golden ticket to Hollywood, and then he would be eliminated in the second round.
Where I'm like, that's a no for me, love. Like,
That's,
I'm
that's
good.
respectable.
I think when he hears no, he just thinks, okay. That's-
In my country,
In
it's yes.
Lithuania, no means yes.
We don't have a word for no in Lithuania.
He doesn't have a word for no in Lithuania.
That's fair.
Their sexual assault laws are wildly different when it comes to basketball
Sure,
players.
that's why I won't visit Lithuania.
Just not during basketball season.
Yes. Which is... Oh, nice.
Is this Jim? It's just
Jim
a
Halpert?
sweaty Jim Halpert.
Yeah, why is your hair sweaty when you fully had time to prepare for this photo? It's awful.
He
looks American, but I guess he's probably not.
he
No,
looks-
he's probably not.
looks like Sven's like older brother.
Like, is there something in the water where
He's
their
a blonde
eyes
one.
just, like, decide not to be straight? Like, they just, like...
That, and they all have really light eyes, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, really light eyes.
His face doesn't
Authentic.
match up. Like, his nose is
No.
going one way, his mouth's going another, like...
He played baseball as a kid and broke his nose.
Yeah.
Or his baseball position is nose breaker, so, head butter, so he breaks his nose a lot. Which is when you run and headbutt people
Like,
to stop them from
His
trying
eye-
to score.
his IQ is yes.
Like he was yes.
Poor guy.
Like, he doesn't look the smartest.
No, he doesn't, but he looks like he's really nice.
Oh, no, I'm sure he's a sweetheart.
I don't know, we keep doing weird things to the guys that look nice, so we'll see how this goes.
He probably talks real slow, but it's really nice.
Real slow and deep.
He picked a flower for you.
He
Like,
did. It was a dandelion,
Yeah.
though.
He thinks
Frankenstein style.
he thinks life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
Aw, I'm still in love with him.
Same.
Can we give this guy a name?
I thought we did. I thought his name was Jim.
Oh.
Okay, but if we're gonna do that, he's got to be Jimbo or something.
Well, I would not fucking get called Jimbo.
What about like Yim?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For like no reason they pronounce their J's like Y's.
I'm pretty
Yim.
sure they do that there.
I
Jimbo.
I
feel,
can confirm.
I feel like
Yimothy.
his mom is like 4'9", and like he was like a 15-pound baby, just like wrecked her.
Yeah.
That's
But
a
she
short
like
woman.
she still comes to his practices and like brings food and is like, I made you a little snack. It's lasagna. Like,
Hello, I brought you 4 extra large pizzas
Yeah.
because you're a growing
she's that
boy.
mom, and he loves her,
Mhm.
and they have the cutest relationship.
Honestly, that's how I see myself as a mom. Just having a monstrosity giant for a child that ruins my life and my physical body.
But you still love them to death.
I would already love them to death, so probably yes.
So is his basketball position nosebreaker or is his baseball position nosebreaker?
I would say both. He's a versatile nosebreaker. In that you just have to run and have a really strong forehead bow.
Amira,
What
don't
is-
use big words.
What is the technique difference in basketball and baseball for nosebreaker?
I feel like in baseball, because they're running in the circles, you have to be able to swing a little bit more, where basketball's a little bit more about sprinting and running head on into someone.
Mhm.
I wouldn't know. I would
I-
just say.
I'm just gonna make a guess here that nosebreaker in basketball or in baseball because baseball players are a lot shorter, even in Lithuania. That's for
Oh.
short people. So when you're nosebreaker, you're aiming for their noses. When you're nosebreaking in basketball, you're aiming for like midsection or dick.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, it depends how tall he is.
Oh no, he's not tall.
Depends what his jumping ability is from a standing start. Maybe
That
he's-
depends with or without the regulation spring boots that they have to wear.
That's true. But if he's 4'11" but can jump like 6 feet, I think he can break any noses. He just has to be really fast.
And like
Okay.
really good at aiming. So
Yeah.
he's Yim the human cannonball.
That would make sense.
He
It also
probably
looks
like
he's
pole
dumb.
vaults. And-
Yeah.
Or like spring-heeled Yim.
Sounds like a food.
Well, spring-heeled Jack is he's like a real thing. Well, he was like a like English myth, but like a demon that was hopping around rooftops in like Victorian Europe. They called him spring-heeled Jack.
That's his
So he's
grandfather.
spring-heeled Yim.
That was his
That-
grandfather. He left that country and he settled down in Lithuania.
It sounds like steamed yams.
Steamed Yim.
Yeah, like, why does it sound like food to me? I am hungry, but it can't be just because of that. It's got to be something else.
That's so okay. Yeah. So
Yes.
are we settled on
We are.
spring-heeled
We are.
Yim.
Yim?
I
Yeah.
like that they all have backup nicknames too, because it makes it more real.
Spring-heeled Yim, also known as steamed ham.
Steamed yams.
Steamed yam.
Yes,
They don't have hams in Lithuania. They only have yams.
that's true.
So they don't eat pork. Are they Jewish?
They don't know what pigs are.
They don't. Yeah, they've
have
never
to-
seen them.
They'd eat it if they could.
They just assume that they're Americans.
Yeah,
Because
They
of
are.
all the things they talk about, they just
Exactly.
assume that a pig is just another term for an American.
Exactly.
That's why whenever he hears people being like, they don't eat pork, and it's like, no, that's cannibalism.
yeah. We don't eat people here, and except for the people who die after Gulf but that's okay. It's a once-a-year tournament.
It's a sacrificial like ceremony.
sacrificial.
Very Hunger Games, yeah.
There you go. So can what did we call it?
Spring-heeled yam.
Yep.
Spring-heeled yam.
Can he get it?
Yes, he's so pure. I just want to protect him. I would marry him first.
I would prefer if he cut his hair first,
No.
but I'd probably still let him get it.
You don't like long hair, eh?
I don't like long hair.
Well, in contrast to that, I love long hair and lots of beard.
It looks greasy.
Well,
He's just
Man
sweaty.
He's
all
too
the
busy
jumping.
from all the jumping.
yeah, I would be sweaty if I had to move that much. Probably very agile.
Yeah, you probably never moved that much in your life.
He is really good at giving head, so I'm gonna say yes.
I will confidently agree with that.
Mhm.
Too confidently agree with that.
I already know. I already banged him. Aww.
Look at how large his hands are.
This is a man baby.
It is. He's 2 years
His
old.
jersey is so weird to me because like those letters shouldn't all go together like in that order. I don't know what
Yuck.
that's. Like what in the fuck is going on in Lithuania?
This one's called Jakob.
Jakob.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baby
He's-
Jakob.
He's very sweet and like moved to Lithuania after completing his Mormon mission.
Oh my god. His basketball position is baby, which is why they call him Jakob, which is when you lay down and cry in the middle of the floor to create
To distract.
to distract
Yeah.
everybody from the game.
It gets super uncomfortable in the game when both of the babies do it at the same time. And no one knows what to do.
Isn't that a foul?
It's a foul. And you have to be careful because if you're the second one that does it, because you can't both tantrum at the same time.
No.
It's like a rule.
It's a timeout.
It's a timeout.
It's a timeout and a diaper change, and then we get back into it.
It's gotta take a nap.
Oh yeah, someone has to change the baby before the baby can get off court.
So baby Jakob also hasn't said his first word yet.
Look, judging by his arms, it looks like he can do 100 push-ups in a row, which is like the equivalent of like 2 American push-ups, which is really unimpressive
Oh yeah,
for a little Jakob here.
I could see that. But baby is not about being a strong player. It's just more about being loud and annoying, which it looks like he's got that on lock.
Mm-hmm.
Based off his face, I'm gonna say I'm not into it. So, how tall is he?
He's a baby.
They don't have a ruler or a measuring system
So they don't know
in
how
order
tall he
to.
is.
No,
It's
he's very
unknown.
tall.
Undetermined height.
Yeah.
No, but wouldn't it be hilarious if the baby position was just like, oh, he's just like 8 feet tall and like in the center of the court instead of a short guy?
Just screaming and wailing.
Yeah, because then somebody has to be the person to come in and.
And just letting you know, like it's not like the net is not in the background. It's actually right beside him. It just looks blurry in their country.
It's the
So
focusing.
he's actually that much. He's that much
He's
taller.
very
than
tall.
that.
That's
Yeah.
really tall. Like 9
So
feet.
he must be like
Which is
9
funny
feet
too because
then.
we made the basketball nets like 40 feet high.
Oh yeah, we did. We
Yeah.
really don't have any concept of what height is in Lithuania.
You know what? It's just a number of. It's just a system of numbers and doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's true.
So Mormon, did he finish? Like, is he still practicing?
He did finish his mission. He's moved to Lithuania to play basketball. He does not participate in any games on Sundays.
Is that the holy day across the board?
It is. He can't do it. He can't even watch his team. He gets the updates to what happened the night before, the day after on Monday. He's
That's
very
sad.
committed.
Because I don't know how you would sub out the baby.
He hears it through a baby monitor.
Oh, just screams through the monitor. Well, that's still funny.
He gets Sven to do it every once in a while. They like trade
That's
positions.
so much funnier. Can baby Jakob get? I think we don't know. You can't
No.
start it with baby and then have anyone be like, yes, me.
I'll take it. No,
Yeah,
no,
just like
no.
fucking a guy who wears a diaper on court. I'm gonna say no.
I will take him, but only after he's had a warm bottle and is put down for the night.
Oh, that's my favorite basketball position. Holy shit! Why is all of Lithuania balding?
I don't know. And they've got like such a weird balding pattern happening. It's like that top patch.
He's got that widow's like a very strong like peak.
Mhm.
Like
He's Queen Beryl's son.
What?
Queen Beryl
I want to be in so bad. I want you to know.
from Sailor Moon.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
the villain.
You don't know what Sailor Moon is?
No, I know what that
Queen
is.
Beryl will be most pleased.
No, I've never seen that. Is that popular with the young kids? or-
How were you 3 years younger?
I
That
don't-
show was still on TV.
Sailor Moon was my shit. For my 4th birthday, I had a Sailor Moon themed birthday cake. I got 2 Sailor Moon backpacks. All the plates,
She's literally
the cups,
right there.
the fucking candles were Sailor Moon themed.
What am I
She's
looking
facing
I
you.
was obsessed with
Are you
Sailor
sure I
Moon.
can see it with the blur?
It's the box that's out there. That
It's
says
beside the
Queen
Barbie legs.
Pearl on it.
Yeah, besides the Sailor Mars Barbie doll.
I'm sorry, we're taking a brief lesson out for Sailor Moon.
And she's like the main villain, and then like she's got henchmen. And she's
I have
like,
never seen her before.
Yes, Queen Beryl will be most pleased.
By the way, if you ever watch the Sailor Moon Abridged, when they meet you remember the one with the blonde hair? The not Nephlite. Was it Nephlite?
I don't remember.
Remember there was one
Sounds
that
like
was a
it'd be
girl, the only female henchman in the English
Oh
dub?
yeah.
Well, in the original Japanese one, it's actually a man, and when they do the abridged version, they make fun of the fact that it's a guy, and they're like, and someone refers to him as being gay, and he's like, "Oh, don't be silly." Because like he had a relationship with one of the other guys, and they were like, "We can't do this. We'll just pick the most feminine one and make it a woman."
Oh yeah, they were really like not about it because weren't there like 2 like
well, Mars
queer...
is lesbian.
Yeah.
And then there's
and like
Uranus
what,
and Neptune.
Yeah.
They were a couple.
Uranus.
They were a couple, but Mars was in love with Serena, and then they changed it in the dubbed version, so she was in love with Darian.
Lame.
Right?
Lame.
Did you guys say Serena Williams was in Sailor Moon and I
Yeah,
missed
that's
it?
what we said.
As you can
It
tell,
was
I have
close.
not taken a great interest into what you were talking about.
No, clearly not.
This is Queen Beryl's son.
Sure.
What is his name? Let me look up a good one for him.
Well, it would be named after a stone.
Beryllus?
Sardonyte?
Oh.
That sounds right.
Sardonyx.
Sardonyx. Little Sardonyx. Little Sardy.
They call him Donnie.
Donnie.
That's nice. The Don.
Sardonyx, Donnie, Beryl.
Yeah.
Barrel. That's about right. How tall is he? Because that's relevant to basketball.
He is the size of the whole planet. He plays intergalactic Lithuanian basketball.
Oh.
He's
Oh,
in
that
in the senior league.
Yeah.
In the professional league.
I like that. That's his position as well then? Intergalactic player?
Yeah. He is the intergalactic.
That's a difficult position to play well, so they usually run out of oxygen, so shout out to him for still being here.
Shout out to Donnie.
When he, like, comes out on the basketball court, they like play Intergalactic by Beastie Boys.
Oh. I like that.
Just to get the whole galaxy revved up.
Can the Donnie... I missed one. Can he get it?
Sardonyx?
Sardonyx, Donnie, Beryl.
You guys referenced Sailor Moon too much, so I didn't pay attention. Yeah.
He's a little bit too big for me.
His other thing is that, so even though he is working really hard at his basketball career, he is also on the lookout for the rainbow crystals.
He
What
is.
are you talking about? Is this a Sailor Moon reference?
Yes.
Yes.
Ugh.
It's a
I'm
really
out.
good. It's a real good anime. You should definitely.
And the
I'm
silver
too old,
millennium
there
crystal,
would be no point.
and the millennium moon crystal, and the silver moon crystal,
He's looking for all
And
the crystals.
vibranium.
and vibranium. His hands in a lot of different pies right now.
God, it's so weird.
Speaking of vibranium, did you see Gloria's post
What?
about the taxi driver asking her where she was from?
I heard about it.
And she said, what did she say? First, she said, what's that place in close to Montreal?
Montreal Road.
No, in actual Quebec. Hashtag fuck ton province.
That was so funny. I can't believe
Are you
didn't
talking?
laugh.
Are you talking about Laval?
Yes, she said she was from Laval and she's black. And the taxi driver was like, no, where are you really from? And she's like, I'm from Laval, in Quebec. It's northwest of Montreal. And he was just like, no, where are you really from? And she was just like, I'm from Wakanda. And he was like, oh, cool, that must be a real cool country. And she was like, yeah, I really miss my King T'Challa. And he was just like, what are you guys known for? Do you do anything? And she was just like, we have a lot of vibranium. And
He really engaged in this conversation.
he did.
Oh
He
my
really
God.
did.
I feel so weird for people who aren't in the loop.
Not even
It's
that.
so
If
funny.
you've never heard of it, you don't think it's weird that she's from a country that you've never ever heard of before?
It's in Africa. Of course he's never heard of it.
That's actually a good point. Most people would probably struggle with naming all the 54 countries in Africa.
Yeah.
Yes, there's 54. I cannot name them all.
Burundi, Lesotho, Malawi, Togo.
Oh, is
South
this that-
Africa, Central African Republic, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Republic of the Congo,
Cameroon.
Ghana, Nigeria,
Egypt.
Mauritius, Mauritania, Madagascar,
There's Rwanda.
South and North Sudan,
Mm-hmm.
Did you say-
Algeria.
Did you say South Africa already?
We'll say it now.
Did you say Somalia?
Say it now. Zimbabwe, Kenya. That's
That's about it.
there's more, but
Did we say Niger? And Nigeria?
Yep,
Okay.
Togo.
Chad?
Oh yeah. Chad.
Chad!
Chad.
The
Djibouti.
ultimate 80s country.
Djibouti, a personal favorite.
Oh, my favorite.
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast, yeah. Cape Verde.
Mhm.
That was actually pretty good. Hey, applause for us. I'm not sure what that was. Somebody count that. That was very good. PJ didn't participate. Obviously, he knows no African countries.
I don't.
He thinks Wakanda's a real place.
It's not.
He thought Black Panther was a documentary.
It was good. Right,
Oh.
so somehow back to this guy.
So back to Donnie.
Whatever, fuck this guy. Next guy. Oh,
Can
did
can Donnie get it?
Right, I knew. we did have
No,
some-
he's too big.
I need somebody who's gonna have time for me, and with all of his work, I
so
can't.
busy,
He's
yeah.
too busy.
He's balding, so that's a no for me.
It's a no from me now.
It's weird though.
This is
Oh.
another Jim. This is Jim Halbert crossed
Is
with
that not
Liam
the same
Payne.
guy? That's
That looks an awful lot like.
okay. Let's just skip him. He looks like I'm pretty sure it's like
That looks like Yim.
It might be him, so we can skip him.
Skip
You don't
Yim.
know how hard it is because when I'm looking them up, I'm trying to write down their real names, and their names are confusing.
unless he has a twin brother.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
this guy's fucking massive.
Holy shit!
He's all legs though.
This is a to scale
He-
photo. And keeping in mind that their nets are 40 feet tall, this is the world's tallest man.
This is the world's tallest set of legs.
Yeah, holy shit.
He has
dude.
all legs.
This
Or he's
is-
wearing pants up to here.
Yeah, like what in the fuck is going on here?
He is a very, very big man. He looks like that guy from Stranger Things.
The
fucking
sheriff.
normal. No, not the sheriff. The fucking normal ass one that no one really
Oh,
liked.
Sean. Wait,
Ah,
Bob?
shut-
It's Bob!
Justice
Fucking
for Bob.
Bob. He looks like Bob.
He looks like Bart.
His name is Bobus.
You know what? If you ever are on Stranger Things and your name begins with a B, just know you're gonna die.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah, nobody.
And everyone's gonna want demand justice for you.
That's true. You won't get it though.
Except
so.
I've been watching Riverdale and Barb's kind of a bitch.
Is it the same Barb?
It's I mean like it's the same
The
actor who
actress.
plays Barb.
Oh, I wasn't
Her
sure if you
name
meant
is-
there was a character called Barb or.
Her name's like Ethel or some shit. She's,
Oh wow,
Of
that's a
course.
cunty name.
Of course her name is
she's
Ethel.
very cunty.
Okay, wait, so what's his name? Bobbius?
Bobbius.
Bobbius. And he plays for the Blazers.
And he is what is his position?
I don't know.
Um,
What would you even have? Oh my god. He's the mother, so when the baby cries in the middle, he's the person who has to come in and change the baby and get the baby off court.
Which is also ridiculous because he's basically just like a torso on stilts.
He doesn't play, he just basically sits on the sidelines. The baby's
Well,
crying, you're in
That's actually the most important
It is.
the position. It's like
position in the
the
whole
person who
game.
has to catch the snitch in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I read Harry Potter.
Even though you're so against it.
I read it and that's why I'm against it. I understand it enough to be angry.
I was gonna say, would he also have like a second position where he plays like, I don't know, the walker or something? Because he's so tall. Could he just
You
like
can't just
walk?
let that go
He
to
also
waste.
plays the dad, so he leaves to get a pack of smokes and doesn't come back.
But that's only after the baby's been caught.
Yeah. He comes back as the mom. I don't know. A Miss Doubtfire kind of situation. Yeah?
So Lithuanian basketball also includes cross-dressing for no
yeah, a
reason.
little bit. They've got a real problem with it over there.
It's intergalactic. It's cross-dressing.
It's almost to the
A
death.
lot of sexual assault.
It's a dangerous
There's a lot.
sport.
It is. I mean, they play golf to the death, so.
It's a questionable country. I'm into it.
It's one of their safer sports.
Yeah.
This is one of the most regulated sports.
Oh, that's true.
He seems like he would be like a really like confident dad. Like I can see him
He would be.
barbecuing.
I'm a cool dad.
He's a cool dad.
Mhm.
I feel like he barbecues. Like
For the
But-
halftime show, he, flips, burgers and then serves them to the crowd.
he does.
I think he'd be a really good mom too because of how tall he is. He could pick up the baby and
And
put
just
it over his
swaddle.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not tall enough, you can't swaddle. Keeping in mind his height, his arms are like he's got a T-Rex situation going on. His arms are not that long.
Is that
No, they're not.
is that his nickname? He's
Bobby is
Bobby's
T-Rex.
the T-Rex.
Bobby is T-Rex. Bless you.
That's good. So can the
Amir
mom
just
dad
died a
get it?
little.
I'm still fine apparently.
I mean, sure, but he's gonna die, so.
Why is he gonna die?
Because he's Bob.
That is
Oh,
that's true.
that's
B
true.
rules.
It's gonna be a wild, aggressive death because that's usually what the rules are.
Yeah. It always comes from something out of this world.
So perhaps not. Maybe the intergalactic player sets him up or something.
He
'cause
probably-
wants to be the mom.
Tries to play intergalactic basketball and then gets, like, crushed by the guy the size of Jupiter.
Oh yeah. Okay, so nobody wants to sleep with the almost dead guy. That's
No.
fair.
They're just the doomed one.
That is fair.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to resort to a life of shoplifting.
And that's just
Oh,
no good. Not a
The
good
next
look.
one's the last guy. Oh man, I saved the best for last.
no.
Oh God.
He looks like he's in a fraternity.
That's definitely a dude, bro. He's definitely half Scottish.
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say if I can cut his hair, I will fuck him.
I'm gonna say he's called Seamus.
Mm-hmm.
Or Shamius.
Yeah.
Because you gotta have the
Half
hybrid.
Lithuanian as well, so the crappy part is the... Yeah, what he's doing is weird. What a great photo, though, huh?
He's like, I can't hear you. My ears are too small.
Wow, they are.
They're so tiny.
Like, you could fit his ears in his mouth.
Oh,
you
yeah,
could.
easily.
You could. You really could.
Easily.
Is that our prime minister in the bottom left?
Justin Trudeau's like, ah!
So, does that mean his baseball position is
His
the...
baseball position, his basketball position.
I was close. Except
What is his
not
basketball position?
The hype
He's
man.
he's the ogre.
Yeah. Could you explain that again for those of us who are not, we don't remember exactly what the ogre does?
What does the ogre do?
The ogre like
Yells at people.
Yeah, the ogre basically runs around screaming at everybody,
Tries to get the
amping
baby
them
to
up.
cry.
It's also not to be. You mentioned screaming, and I want everyone to not be confused with the baby.
Yeah.
The baby's just wailing for no reason.
Oh no.
The
PJ
ogre
said
is-
he's trying to get the baby to cry.
He's hyping up the babies.
To wake up the baby
Yeah.
after the mother puts it down.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He looks so white.
He's a little white.
Look
It's
at how-
two really weird backgrounds mixed together, so I can see why you wouldn't look the most.
He
tan.
drinks an awful lot too.
He
Oh, yeah.
drinks a lot of milk with complexion like that.
He's also
Milk
a
and
vampire,
whiskey.
so that'll help.
Ew.
A white Russian?
A white.
Yeah.
Is that really what is in a white Russian?
I don't think it's whiskey. Maybe it's vodka and like milk.
Oh,
Vodka
that
would make
sounds
more
awful.
What are
Oh.
they doing in Russia? We'll come
I
back
don't
to
know.
that.
Lithuania is near Russia.
That makes sense.
We need a geography lesson one of these days.
No, I like to just wing it and see if it causes an issue, and it usually doesn't.
Also, he's playing in Australia. That's like the thing to note most.
What is this furry bit like right here underneath that finger?
That's
another
someone
man's
else's
head.
head.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, there was
Stephen
somebody-
Harper. If you can see from the top there, it's Stephen Harper.
I guess that's why Justin Trudeau in the bottom left corner looks so concerned.
Why is Trudeau so short and Harper literally a giant?
Harper's using his extendo legs.
Oh,
Because remember, he's a robot.
which yeah,
So he just
Which we have in
transforms and
Canada.
rolls out.
just like a Dalek. Hey, bring him back.
How did he get to Australia?
Oh,
He
he
swam.
flew
Probably
like
walked,
everyone else.
yeah.
Oh, you can't swim. You need to walk and then a
No,
swim.
he's
right?
an ogre.
How did Shrek get anywhere with his loyal donkey companion?
Yeah.
I mean, they used a boat in like one of them, and then the other one there was like that wishing thing that
And
you
they
cried
walked.
into it, and then it took you somewhere.
That's true, but they walked part way, which you could in theory do from
I'm
Australia.
on
You
my
could
way.
walk until wherever the end of Asia will take you, and then boat. Sounds about right to me.
From Missouri to
Sounds geographically
Missouri.
correct.
Yeah. He just walked.
How tall is he?
He is gigantic, so I'm gonna say 7'4".
So like
And a half.
literally the tallest literal thing that's ever come out of Ireland.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like buildings are shorter in Ireland.
But he's half Irish, right?
Yeah.
But also that would help because the bigger you are, you're more scary to the baby, and you're more likely. Because that would scare me, and I'm not. I'm an adult, so I could see how that would fuck you up a bit. And can he get it?
Yes.
A little bit.
I feel like he
100%.
would swallow me, so no.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if he swallowed me.
I mean, what that mouth do? So maybe
Like, I feel like he would yell at you the whole time.
a little bit.
That's why you put your dick or junk in his mouth, and then he can't. Yeah,
Just
you
muffled.
can. You muffle all you need to. There's things called ball gags, earplugs.
Do you gag him with a fucking basketball? Look at how big his mouth is.
Yeah, sure, why not? Whatever works. Just put a whole fist in there.
Just a whole...
Just a...
Not his fist, because, again, look at how big his hands are.
His hands are...
You need American fists.
Big hands, big ham?
Did you say ham? Did you say big hands, big ham?
He did.
Yeah.
Does he know what ham is?
What, do I know what ham
Does
is?
he know what ham is?
Yeah, it's a thing that you're not supposed to eat, but
That's fair.
I'm only tasting it, so it'll be fine.
Making all the points. All right. That's all I got on that guy.
Alright.
That's the last guy, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you, Lithuania, for letting us explore your culture and your very dangerous form of basketball.
Also,
Like,
sorry.
Oh yeah, we're sorry a little bit.
I apologize for nothing. At me. Just
Like
at
the whole
me,
country
all
of
of
Lithuania.
Lithuania.
That's too funny.
Yeah, so, like, tune in when we start our, like, March Madness picks for Lithuanian basketball teams.
Yeah.
Because, like, they always like to shake it up. Because, I mean, a lot of the players are dead by the time the next season rolls around. So, like,
Exactly,
fresh
yeah.
crops. Their selection process is, like, ridiculous.
Just the talls. Well, it also seems like their basketball, I don't really know how you would win. Because none of the, like, positions he had totally were... The job was to, like, get the basket in.
Yeah, there was the top.
No,
his
but
job
he
was-
was on the top to swat it in, but it was like no one was shooting. There was literally people running around, people swatting
There
with
was a
dicks.
tripod. He uses the pivoting motion from feet to hands to catch the basketball and throw it into the net.
So it seems like there's only 2 people actually trying to play, and everyone else is just being distractors in the game.
It's a
Now
really...
you're getting it.
Yeah, it's a really...
It's a very rigorous sport in Lithuania.
It's a really psychological game. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not as much about getting the ball in as much as it is how you can fuck up your opponents.
Exactly.
I would really love to get some tickets to go see Lithuanian basketball in real life because it seems like it'd be really entertaining. Or meet one of the basketball players we have here. One of them at us. We would love that.
Any of you that
Any
happen
of
to
you.
see it.
Any, truly.
And remember, some of you can get it.
But yeah, no, exactly. On that note, is it time for a poop break?
I feel like it's time for a poop break.
Let's all have a good poop break, shall we? One of us actually has to get up and go poop now. That's the rules.
Shawty not.
Yeah, I don't
We have
want
each
to.